Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm hanging out in the living room down here with Buddy and Eleanor. If you hear little weird noises in the background, they're playing with marbles, like glass marbles. I don't know how I figured out that they would enjoy them, but they really enjoy batting them all over the place. I'm sure my neighbors are thrilled. But I'm hanging out in the living room with a cup of tea and a mug that Lee just sent me a few months ago. And going over a bit of a shopping haul. Now, if you watch one of my recent videos, I think I filmed it like a week and a half ago, I talk about my resolution for saving money. I know, I'm not doing really great. I went shopping at Primark in Boston and in Philadelphia, if you remember. But I think between the two trips, I may have spent $50, and I got a whole bunch of clothes between the two trips. And then I went to Goodwill today. Now, I had a great paycheck, and then I got a great payment because you guys watched a lot of Vlogmas this past year for past holiday season. I got a big check from Google, and so I paid off a credit card. I put $200 towards another credit card, and it left me a little bit left over, and I spent some of it. I spent $30, $35 today, so it wasn't the worst. At Goodwill. I usually can satisfy my Goodwill teeth, my sweet teeth, for my craving for Goodwill by watching Thrifting Vegas. I love her channel. Her videos are like 45 minutes long. Sound familiar? Yeah. I find her voice just incredibly soothing and calming. Some of you have said the same thing about my videos. I don't know what you're talking about. The sound of my voice makes me want to like shoot myself in the head. But meanwhile, I talk and talk and talk and talk. You can hear the marble in the background. So I went to Goodwill today. I didn't mean to, but I went in. My goal was to find one thing. But much like going to CVS, you go in for one thing and you end up with a cart full of stuff, right? So I went in. Let me show you a little shopping tour. Haul. So I went in for a little white planter or a little white pot or something to plant a little spider plant baby. I've got 5 spider plants in my house. It's an easy plant to grow. They're non-toxic to cats. They're supposed to clean the air and kind of stuff. And they're pretty, and they just you can't kill them. So I have a couple of them. One of them has babies all over it, and I want to root those babies and then plant a couple in some pots. So I looked around for a little white pot, and I found this one. Super easy, super simple. If you notice, my place has a lot of white and black and a little bit of color. There's a picture of Buddy up on the wall. So I got this. It was probably a little Telflora pot. It was $1.99. I was very happy, and I should have left. But before leaving, I looked up at the top shelf. I always try to make a point to look at the top shelf at Goodwill. I'm 6'2", so it's easy for me to scan the top shelves, but always look at the top shelf because that's where sometimes really interesting things are found. I saw this real quick, and it's hard to miss. Ta-da! See this? Do you recognize this basket? You're right, IKEA. It was $6.99 at Goodwill. This basket at IKEA, if you could find it, because they've been out of this basket for months and months and months because of the supply chain shortage or whatever. So you can't get this basket right now, but it's perfectly sized for throw pillows and throw blankets. I've got a plenty. I would like to save money, as I mentioned in my other video. I would like to have a sofa. I don't have a sofa right now. I've got lots of throw pillows for said sofa, but I have no sofa. But I can throw some throw pillows in here and some throw blankets that I have around the house, and it'll be really, really handy to corral all those things that are right now spread around the house. So very happy. $6.99. $6.99. And then I, of course, had to just keep on browsing the shelves. And so I found, I'm going to show you what I bought today, and I'm going to show you a little curated selection of some things I've purchased within the past year since I bought my house at Goodwill, because I thought that they were so special. So I was walking along the shelves and I found this. It's a little vase with this oak leaf shape kind of repeating over and over again. It's a little Lenox vase. Lenox, when I was growing up, seemed awfully fancy and very expensive. It's not that fancy and not expensive, but it's a little Lenox bud vase, which I thought was very, very pretty. And I think I could either root one of my spider plant babies. Wouldn't that look pretty with little green fronds? It would look like that. Yeah. I thought that would be kind of pretty, and it was $1.99. So I couldn't let it go. I couldn't walk away from it. Of course, I'm still walking around the shelves, and you know I love pottery. If you didn't know, I'm a frustrated potter. When I was living in Florida, and the whole reason I moved to Florida was with my ex, and to start becoming a full-fledged potter, someone who works with clay on a wheel, or hand builds. I was a wheel thrower. You can see right here, that's a teapot that I threw. I made that teapot. But this is a little bottle that I love. It's wheel thrown. It was thrown on a wheel with stoneware clay. Stoneware can handle brutal lives. It can really handle a lot of abuse. So I love this little bottle. It's looking a little more olive here. In real life, it's very, very, very deep green with a little sort of a sunset kind of pattern here. It's really, really well thrown. You can kind of see inside there. And I love the cork. See, it's cork, but it's got the original bark from the cork tree on the top. I just think it's a really super cute bottle. And I'm actually going to put this, if you can look, oh, see that little blue and green bottle up there? I'm going to put that right here. And I think that would look kind of cute. And I'll find something to put in there for a reason, a reason to even own the bottle. All right, so what else did I buy today? I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Where's the conch shell? Here it is. I bought a conch shell. And it's this. I spent $4.99. Yeah, $4.99 on this, and it's actually got a broken tip, which isn't that unusual, I guess. I didn't want a conch shell. What I really wanted was a doorstop. I've been looking for a good doorstop for a while, mostly because Eleanor is very mischievous, and she must have knocked a toy under the door of the half bath downstairs. And so she went in trying to get that toy. She closed the door and locked herself in the half bath. Thankfully, I was home, and I kind of heard her making her little noises. So I wanted a doorstop, and this is going to be great because the door sits high off the floor. This will wedge under there nicely, and the cats, I think, will really enjoy rubbing against the spines on the side here. The cats love rubbing against strange objects. So it's a conch shell, yes, but it's really going to be a doorstop. So I got that today. I bought some books. Where's the book? Oh, here's a couple books. I bought The Fifth Wave, which is sort of like a teen science fiction horror kind of story. Buddy, stop. They're playing and he's being a jerk. Buddy, you're being a jerk. He's a jerk. I love him though. So I got that. It was made into a movie. I don't know why I bought it. I seem to like it at the moment. Buddy, I got a cookbook by Nigella Lawson. She's doing nothing to you, buddy. Do you hear him in the background? I might have to break them up. But I got this cookbook by Nigella Lawson. I love her. I have a crush on Nigella Lawson. And she's even getting better as she gets older. Her voice is all smoky and rich, and she still has these she makes these verbal allusions to all sorts of stuff. I could listen to her talk forever. I got this, which will be no shock to anybody. The New Yorker, witty, it's a very intelligent paper. Magazine, but whatever cat cartoons they've done before, they've put into a collection here. So I'm really looking forward to looking over that. It's kind of fun. And then when I saw this little teeny book here, I almost squealed. I literally almost squealed. My whole body tensed up and my arm shot out like a rattlesnake. Does anyone know who Edward Gorey is? Is anyone out there twisted and a little strange and maybe a little angry? Edward Gorey, see, it's a bunch of little children and their like nanny or their instructor with a skull in the front. If you turn it over, there's gravestones instead of the children. This is supposed to have been a little play on a primer, like a little reading primer teaching children their alphabet. And this starts off with, it's the alphabet, so it goes in order, as you can tell, as you can probably guess. One sec, let me open this properly. I literally almost squealed. A friend turned me on to this book. I'm sure I was high when I read it the first time, but I have always found it funny. This is a little primer. A is for Amy, who fell down the stairs. B is for Basil, assaulted by bears. C is for Clara, who wasted away. D is for Desmond, thrown out of a sleigh. And I know the whole alphabet by heart. I know this whole thing by heart, but I still struggle with trying to remember my emergency commands for recurrent. I have to show you K, because K is the one that really truly solidified the fact that I am truly a strange and deranged person. Because when I read this, I almost peed myself. I was laughing so hard. I don't know why I found this funny. It's macabre and eerie and scary, but for some reason I thought it was funny. K is for Kate, struck with an axe. Isn't that absolutely horrible? But look at the detail. Look at the moon in the background. There's one set of footprints with her poor little Kate with that giant hatchet in her chest. For some reason, I thought that was hysterical. So I found this little book there. The dust cover was just torn to shreds, but it was $1.99, and it makes me very happy. It's a part of my my youth. Of course, I was high and drunk the entire time, but I also found a copy of The Joy of Cooking, the 75th anniversary copy of The Joy of Cooking. I bought this, and it was $4.99. $4.99. And this is like the Bible for a lot of people. And I bought it, got it home, and then realized I have a copy on my shelf, on my bookshelf, that I got as a wedding gift. But I bought another copy of The Joy of Cooking. Is that all I bought today? I think that's all I bought today. I do want to show you this canister set. I should say, there's one more thing I bought today. I want to show you this canister set that I got. So hold on one sec. Hey there, so I was done. I was about to edit these clips into one video when I remembered there were two more things I did not show you. So one thing I bought today and one thing I bought probably a year ago, almost a year ago today. I bought it right before I moved into the house. So this is one thing. And this is one thing that I bought thinking I would use it to plant a little spider plant. Doesn't see how that would be really cute. I looked on I love the shape. I looked on the bottom, there's like a little silicone plug here. There's no hole here, but it says Aladdin dishwasher safe, microwave safe. So I think this is originally supposed to be a cup or a mug, which doesn't really hold much. But it's going to be a little planter. I'm going to plant a little spider plant in there. I thought it was adorable. $1.99 and super cute. And I bought this a year ago. I think I was buying it in preparation. I've got a piece of cat hair floating by. I bought it in preparation before moving in. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it's this little pottery cup, another little piece of stoneware. And I just loved the shape. I loved the way it was thrown. I can feel the throw marks in here where their fingers are when they move through the clay, how the clay is moved up. You feel the throwing lines there. And I love the little foot on the bottom. Super cute. And inside here, I keep my most precious, most beloved belongings, except for my brother's paper airplanes, if you know me and the story about those. You may not be, oh yeah, you can see that. Whiskers, cat whiskers. I know that's probably gross, but cat whiskers. When I find a stray whisker, around the house that the cats have shed. I put it in this little bottle. This whisker is from Claire. I can tell by its kind of wiggly and very thin. Eleanor's whiskers are much more substantial and longer. This is one of Claire's little whiskers. So I keep kitty cat whiskers in this little cup. I know I'm very strange. It's going to go up on the mantle in a minute. It's where it usually is. But all right, so I'll continue. You can continue on with the video to see other items I bought at Goodwill. Here is something I found when I first walked into Goodwill today. It is a canister, like from a canister set. It's pottery. It's stoneware. I like the lug handles. I like how they created this sort of texture on the lug before they attached it to the pot. And I just love the design, the decoration. You can see the throwing marks on the pot. You can see them inside the pot as well. Really, really well thrown pot. And you can see it's stoneware. You can see the texture of the clay. This clay is very sturdy. It handles thermal shock really well. It can handle really being thrown around in the kitchen. So this is going to last for thousands of years. So this is a really, really great little pot, and it was $3.99. It's really well thrown, and I loved it. Then I turned a corner and found this one. It is the larger, you can see, of a canister set. Here is one of those spaghetti containers, those bot jars that can hold spaghetti in the kitchen. This is what I usually use in my canister set. You can see just for proportion. Again, really, really well thrown. It's got this little speckled bit. I just love it. I love it. Very, very happy. And they are pristine on the inside. They've never been used on the inside. The outside, oh my God, there was like, it looked like an Italian household because it looked like old spaghetti sauce. So I got the second one, the bigger jar. That was great. Also $3.99, $3.99. Lug, these handmade lug handles. Very happy. Then I turned a corner and found, you're gonna guess what? The baby. And again, really, really well thrown. You can see this one a little bit easier, I think. You can see the throwing marks inside there. And this one was $2.99. So I think, I mean, the whole set cost me what, 11 bucks? And I have all three. And you can see what I used to use for my canister set, just these glass things I got at Target or Marshall's or something. But how great is that little set? I love them. This is just a little light I keep on when I'm gone, but I love this little canister set. I'm so happy. I really was thrilled when I found this, and whoever marked them or priced them was clearly not appreciating the work done in making those. But ta-da, that is one of my purchases at Goodwill. When I tell you I saw those pieces, I found one piece first, and then I found the second, and then I found the third. When I found the third one, I lost my mind. I was so excited. That Thrifting Vegas, that YouTube channel I watch, I wish I could show her that I found these three pieces. And they're perfect. They're in perfect condition. The insides look like they've never been used. The outsides were so thick with kitchen grease, it took me probably 25 minutes to just wash them. Some other things that I have purchased over the past year, I think, while I've had my house. So I bought this last week, or the week, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's a candle holder. It is a matte black, perfectly matte black, no problems, little sphere. But inside is this mercury glass gold. So with a little votive candle inside, and it's a good size. You can see my gigantic head. It's so pretty when I light it up. So I got this at Goodwill. It was, I think, $1.99 or $1.69, I think it was. What else did I get? Oh, all right. So I bought these shortly after I got the house, I found this bowl, and I love pottery. I love pottery, and I'm really fond of these colors. But I found this, and it's really nicely thrown. I don't recognize the signature at all, but if you do, let me know. But the inside is kind of unfortunate. The person who was glazing this should have really understood the properties of their glaze and what was going to happen to the inside. It looks like they used their regular glazes that they decorate with, but it looks like they used either colored slip or underglazes to get this little blue line, and they tried to paint violets or something on the inside, but the glaze ran and it looks more like a series of bruises. But I love the bowl, and it's a good sized bowl, you can see here. And then I'd say maybe a week after I was there, I found these bowls. There's a third one I can't find. I don't know where it is. It's not by the same potter, I don't think. It's entirely possible. It could be. No, it's not. They're just very nice little pottery bowls that are hand thrown. Someone made these, and you can see the slight differences in them. I have a third one somewhere, but they're perfectly sized for cereal, ice cream, whatever. There's a third one. I wish I could find it somewhere in the house. Something else I bought right when I actually got the house. I don't even think I had moved in yet, but I found these two. If you you might remember them from that time, but they're pressed glass candle holders, and there's two of them. You can see the height difference. I think this was $1.99. This was $2.99. I put candles in them. I use them fairly often. I burn them fairly often. I loved them. I thought they were kind of mid-century kind of looking. I got those. And speaking of mid-century kind of looking, I love this bowl. I love this bowl. It makes me so happy. See these brass rails here? And you'll notice, see the profile. See that profile of how it's bent here? Well, notice the profile of the bowl matches this. So the bowl was made to actually fit inside these little shapes here. And if you pry these open a little bit, you can stretch them open, you can take the bowl out. And you can see how the bowl has, you can see by its movement of light there, it's formed to fit this base. And I just think it's the coolest bowl. And I think it was $3.99 or $4.99. And it just makes me super happy. It totally fits the aesthetic I wanted for my house. I used to keep it right there on the shelf, but I put some books up there instead because it's a bookshelf. But yeah, I love this bowl. This just makes me so happy. There's even a gold finish around the lip of the bowl. See that? So pretty. I love this thing. Is that all I was going to show? Oh no, one more thing I want to show you. All right, I'm back. I'm having so much fun doing this little show and tell. So something else I bought today. I don't want to tip these plates over. Something else I bought today. It's a baseball bat. It's a very, very heavy baseball bat. And I got a baseball bat more as a weapon for in the house, just to have, put aside. It would be really almost impossible for someone to break into my house. I've got wrought iron over every window, every door, and my garage has a different lock to it. I've changed the keypad, so the odds of someone getting inside are very slim. But I felt better having something in the house that I could literally beat the living heck out of someone if someone were to invade my home. I'm not a fan of guns. I don't believe that I or most civilians are capable of properly owning a weapon like that. Although there are times I wish I had one, but I have that baseball bat, and I'll tell you, if I can take someone out with a pen or a can of soda on an airplane, I think I could do wonders with a baseball bat, don't you? I think so. So I got one more thing I want to show you. This is some plates. Now I have 3 of them. One's upstairs with the remnants of a piece of cake on it. But this one is a plate, and it's a dark, dark navy blue. It looks like a ink splatters. This one is little concentric circles, little swirls. And there's a third one that has a very similar ink splotch kind of thing, but like a brush stroke across the side. The set has a fourth plate. I don't know what it looks like. I have not seen it. It's a China pattern by Royal Doulton called Royal Doulton Pacific. They are the plates, the little mini plates that match my favorite plates that I bought. I bought these pieces at Marshall's or TJ Maxx probably 3 years ago. And this is the plate. I love the pattern. And this is the bowl. Oh, so the fourth one, the fourth plate that I'm missing is a miniature version of this, I think. Because this pattern has 4 major plates that match the small plates, and the bowls apparently have other bowls that match the small plates. But I found these at TJ Maxx, and all of them, I have 4 bowls and 4 plates like this. And that's what they were selling. They were $3 a piece, so I was very happy to find them. Now I see on Amazon and eBay that they actually have the other pieces to match this set, but I'm not about to spend the money. I think the bowl set or the mug set for Pacific is like $75 or something, so I don't need it. I'm a party of one, so I don't need more than these. But they really look great. Let me show you. Ooh. It looks really, really neat as a set. So very happy to have found these. And these, all 3 of these that were put together were $1.99, I think, for the 3 pieces. So yay! All right, so that is everything I bought at Goodwill today, and a few things that I've purchased over the past year. I always enjoy these videos. Maybe someone out there does too, but ta-da! I am now going to put these things all away and then go give the cats their evening treats and probably crawl in bed. So I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Fly safe.